City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people, this is city. I met all my best friends, and I wanna thank every brick. I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ice Place while we'd roll up a blunt, and me and Jack would get stoney, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
I never really had a place to call my own, so I travel and I roam till I find that. But I'm full of adventure, so I wander and I venture, and it's safe to say that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at, a spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm Xavier, then I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. What people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's moving me like a passion, and it's mine.
How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. Me and my hometown, baby, we go way back. All the situations, circumstances, still we don't mind. Steady going on, I dance around the street lights. Hey, I know every street sign, hanging around the block. Like if you are my friend, then you are welcome any moment. Yeah. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
Yeah! What's cracking, people? What's cracking? Good morning. 1 second. I almost broke my sacrophiliac just now, and I just want to make sure that the sacrophiliac goes unbroken. Okay, here we go. We back in action. Yeah. So we're going to talk about some things today. You guys are all waiting here to hear me talk about this brand new Tascam Mixcast 4. I seen your funny comment, Tom Buck. I saw you, Tom Buck. I saw you out here in these streets steady clowning. So I just want to say what's up to everyone. We are going to talk about the Rødecaster Pro 2. I was going to say 4. What in the heck? Rødecaster Pro 2. Let me move this out the way before we broke something. Just have random stands chilling in the office. Yeah, this is it. This is what you guys want to see. It's been hard, but I decided to leave it in the box until today. And yeah, it wasn't easy leaving it in the box till today. But in the meantime, what I have been doing is blessing the studio, doing a couple of studio magic. So going to give you a quick quick look, and then we could dive directly in. This is the first time trying to, don't stick to the table, trying to use my Insta360 as a webcam. I put the flat lens on there, so hopefully this works. But, hi guys, look. So as you can see, the painting is coming through. It's starting to do what it needs to do. The hardest part today is going to be tackling that freaking door because, yeah, I got to paint the trim back white and make the door back white. And, yeah, it's going to be a challenge. But I figured out, if you guys have the tools or the capability or the strength or the space, take the door off the hinges, go outside, paint it. Much simpler than fighting it. So, yeah, I'm going to take the door off the hinges. I might even just pull the whole frame out because I can. So it might make it a little bit easier if I actually yank the frame out, take it out, paint it, put it back, because it's a metal frame. That is a fire door. Yeah, so there's the studio update. As you can see, still green back there. But I keep this handy in case we need to look at something besides my fatness. In case we need to look at something tighter on the old RCP, I put that there. We're going to be testing it out with a couple of mics. I brought a few friends along, and next on the mic is my man Hank. I'm sorry. This is Pod Mic, as you guys know. And then I got the MV7X, right? MV7X is just XLR version. And one of my favorite mics, unfortunately, which I couldn't use with the other Rødecaster Pro, and that is this Octavia MK012. This guy is pretty dope. It's a pencil mic, and so unlike shotguns, it doesn't have massive interference tubes. And here, let me get my autofocus game on. It doesn't have massive interference tubes, so it doesn't pick up as much room ambience. Since I moved the cabinet, you can probably hear it if you're paying attention. The room sounds really bad right now. After I finish painting it and put some stuff down, it'll solve that. But this was too sensitive for the standard Rødecaster Pro. Like, it would pick up a lot of noise. Dope thing about this guy, the capsules, aka the part that makes you hear, are interchangeable. So I have the super cardioid on at the moment because that's the best for this live streaming type joint. But if I wanted to have something where you could hear things going in the room, say I had minions working behind me and you wanted to hear beebo, beebo, I could change to a different capsule and get that. So we're going to try a couple things today. Also, I brought to the table NTG. You know, the classic video mic NTG. This is the newest version, USB-C type. Also a straight gangster. And yeah, so let's get after it. Let me move the Discord thing out the way so that way, in case my moderators decide they need to yell at me or something, I can see them. Let me put you guys here. Get off the old, there we go. Here we go. There we go. Set it up to moderator space, mod squad. Okay, here we go. All right, now we're tight. Now we are tight. Now we are cooking with Pam, as they say in the streets. I'll move this up. All right, gangster. All right, so real quick, Mr. Buck is here. Tom, everybody here. Keely trolling Tom. I'm always down for someone trolling Tom. That's just dope. That's super funny. Mine arrived yesterday, unboxed it, so trying to set it up. Okay, here's the first thing to know about the Rødecaster Pro setup, which you guys will see as we start to set this up. Don't be scared. Just plug it in, do what you got to do. There's not a lot you can break. One of the things that people sort of freak out over is, you know, the whole phantom power thing and how you can blow out mics. Yes, you can blow out mics, but for the most part, most mics will handle it if you accidentally give it that power. You do not, absolutely do not, read the instructions carefully. Do not use a cloud lifter with the Rødecaster Pro 2. There is absolutely zero reason whatsoever to use one. In fact, Rode will tell you it will make it sound worse. So do not use that. All right. I don't need a cloud lifter because it's in my blood. The future is in the building real quick. I see you here, fam. You don't need a cloud lifter either. Gain stage properly and you'll be set. Dang. How am I going to put this on? All right, well, I'll show you because I have a SM7B right here. And then boom. Old RCP in and out went via USB. No longer has older USB. Instead, both ends look. It's called the USB-C. And yes, you can plug it into the Cal Digit, or you can do what I do at all times. Within arm's reach, there's at least 5 of these on the desk. I store these bad boys everywhere. I have packs of 10s all over the place. I have extra one in my car. I have in book bags. You can buy 10 of them for like $8 or something silly like that. I know it's relatively cheap, but I like this brand because they're metal. This one happened to come from my Keychron keyboard, but I keep these guys on the desk. And I have a little kit that you guys see me bust out from time to time that has all my accoutrement in there, and I just keep those on deck. They're super easy to get a hold of. I'm just scrolling through real quick, making sure we don't have anything prior. A bunch of folks saying hi. I love it when you guys talk to each other. That makes me tickled pink. Yes, put your cues in the front. Otherwise, I won't even see it. I'm not looking for questions without cues. Not today. It's going to be a busy one. I'm already late messing around with y'all. Oh, my mans is in the building. What's up, fam? I hope you're feeling better. Looking good. Thank you, India. You know I'll be funny like that. That Westchester glow up. the Joker colors. Tom got jokes. Boom. That is my panic room. That is exactly it. Oh, Viget up. Let's see. I don't know if Patrice is around today or Eric, but they can help you with any German translations of my random doc-isms. Jerome is in the building. Maybe Jerome can help you with my random doc-isms. Let's see. Just checking real quick. I'm almost at the bottom. Just making sure. I don't want to be like Diana in the back of the chat, but I'm going to have to agree with Keely. 52 people watching. 42 people have solidified the buttons. Guys, you guys know Topher, but this is one of my other best friends in the world, Jerome. And in the avatar, that lovely lady who's kissing his face, I actually married them. So that's literally one of my besties all the way down to the blood. What's up, Jerome? Viget up, Hama. All right, boom. Yes, Rode is right. Boosters actually introduce noise. Thank you, Buck Nasty. All right, here we go. Let's dive in. The best part about the Rødecaster Pro before I get started, which I thought was absolutely freaking amazing, was in the past, Mr. Camera Junkie, whenever he was set, you could hear like random noises because of his air conditioning and because of Prince Aiden. Now, he set it up yesterday and he was testing it out. He was showing us with his noise gate. And I was like, dude, just turn it off. And he said, what do you mean turn it off? Like Aiden's making noise down there. He's playing video games or watching cartoons and the air conditioner's on. And I was like, don't worry, just turn it off. And we turned it off and we were like, oh yeah, no noise, right? You can 100% connect your controller. They said that the new plugs work exactly the same as the old plugs. But I would definitely try that out, Mr. Park, when I drag my Xbox down here. All right, let's get this baby open because we're going to... Thank you, Beyond 280. Thank you. Melvin, what's up, fam? All right, so here we go. Rødecaster Pro 2 box. Let's get it out. Trust me, this has been a long couple of days sitting here staring at it and watching all of my contemporaries set theirs up. All right, we got this bad boy here as well. You guys, let me know if the audio gets crazy. I do have my Rode Wireless Go set up on deck. I can just plug it in real fast if we need, because this will fade in and out. But I talk loud enough. I think most of you guys will hear me. So let's start. You know what? Check this out. Here's what's cool. We're going to go webcam mode for a second. It'd be a little bit easy. Never mind my wire mess. My studio is a wreck right now as I build it out. Where's a good place to put that? You know what? We're just going to put it right here for now. Oh, missed the other camera, Doc. All right, cool. So there it is, Rødecaster Pro type action. And I realized that my first cam link froze. Love it. Anyway, we'll deal with that later. This is next level audio, it says. Boom. I like their packaging game. It's gotten a little bit better. They went to the Sony / Apple origami packaging. Let's get that out of the way. All right. There goes Look Flavor. They did even the full Apple style pizza box open. Love that. Right. And this is so you don't have to, like, you know, fight to get things out. You can just pull the little joint out right here and then grab it. I will tell you guys, under normal circumstances, I am that weirdo that will put on gloves to do unboxing because I don't like fingerprints on my gear. Just super weird like that. But today, I didn't dig them out. So there's that. Inside the box, there's a Dell power supply. The Rødecaster Pro now ships with a Dell power supply. That's funny. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Let me move this here. And yes, I see Keely is talking to, I always want to call him Pastor Rabbi David. I don't know why. It just comes out of my head like a psycho. Anyway, so that's that. Let's plug that in. We'll check the box. Oh, there it is. All right, let's move this out of the way. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, you guys know me. Under normal circumstances, I yell at you guys to read the manual. As you can see, many products today don't come with manuals, but there is a Quebec Romeo code right there, right? So if you find yourself in a bite, just scan the code. What's really gangster about the RCP2 that I absolutely love, by the way, more products should do this as they save the planet by not shipping manuals. The RCP2 comes with the QR code right on deck, right? So if you ever need to, you can just get it, get it, girl, right? You can just get it. So there's that. Do this real quick. I hate this thing. You know when they say, uh-oh, I did something stupid? That's it. What happened was the other day, doing something stupid, I accidentally let my machine upgrade to Ventura, and it hates this thing. All right, let me get a little tap. Bam, focused. So that's the RCP2. This cam link is being irritating. Worst case scenario, I will switch to USB-C. But anyway, this is pretty dope. Let's take a look with the old suction cup hammer over here. So, first things first, it is mad small. Love it. I love how it's built. I love that, again, the QR code is right there if you need to get access to. One of my favorite things that they've done this time is they've lifted the screen, right? Because in the past, the angle was a little bit odd, right? So now you can see they put a little lift. You know, some of you short guys, I seen them in your shoes. I feel you, right? The knobs still got that good mil-spec quality. You know what I mean? Mil-spec means military specification, meaning that they're metal knobs. They're not like all plasticky. On the back, some of the stuff that we'll go through real quick that they've changed. If I can get my hand under there. Oi, come on, hands. Be better. All right, so we have, you guys know that that's me and Jackie Chan? You guys, I'll show you that picture in a second. Ethernet cable, love it. There is room for the SD card right there. Kensington lock on deck. You got computer 1 and computer 2, which is dope. You have your 4 headphone joints. You got your speaker joint. You got your Nutrix connectors. One of my favorite things in these upgrade is these dope multi-port Nutrix connector. What that means in non-nerd language is I can plug both XLR and quarter-inch phono jacks into these bad boys. All right, so that is dope. Now, you can take a 3.5 millimeter, aka headphone style cable, and also plug it in with the proper adapter. Like if you notice that your headphones normally come with an adapter, you can get HOSA branded adapters that would allow you to plug in a TRS cable into one of these Nutrix connectors, which in and of itself is a little glorious. As we flip it around, get a little bit more detail. You got really nice sliders. These sliders feel a little better than the old ones. They're almost the same, but not. And maybe I'm crazy, but they look a smidge thinner. And these ones feel metal, whereas the last ones were plastic. Yeah, these have like a little alloy flex to it. But the slide is pretty gangster. As a DJ, I love just enough friction in there. The friction is higher than last year. Right? I don't know, Tom, if you can tell me you feel the same thing, but I feel like the friction is higher than last year, which is good for making micro adjustments, right? The last year's faders kind of slid a little bit. All right. Boom, boom, boom. No, it doesn't come with a quarter-inch adapter. India, I see your comment. Yeah, run the Best Buy real quick. You'll like that. This might be hard to see, but the dust covers in here too also look a little bit more substantial than last year, right? Well, not really last year. It was like 3 years ago. Holy crap. Yeah, so that, and my name is made up. We also have the same name, which is funny, but that's my favorite thing. My name is made up. We had a homie that used to come all the time, and his was "Please don't call me no more" or something like that, which I also thought was funny. Another dope upgrade, switch through the banks here as opposed to touching the screen. In my opinion, the less you have to touch the screen, the better. Now, I have a question. People out there, by show of hands, if you are leave a plastic on until the last minute, throw the hands icon up. Like if you're not the type of person that peels this off on day one and you leave it there, let me know, because I'm curious. Most cases I leave it there unless it interacts with the sound like an iPhone or it just looks ugly, right? This one's not too bad. There's a couple air bubbles, but I tend to leave that on. All right, so that's a quick run through. I like the record button here. I felt the other record button was so huge that, it's just some of the stuff they can make it smaller, right? They made the pads a little smaller, but they're not any, worse off. They made the faders a little smaller, but they're better. I like that these are all assignable now and not forced into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 4. I like that they're actually, you got 6 actual ones. But let's go ahead and plug this bad boy in. All right, let's see if my other cam link died yet. Yes, it did. I hate it. Dang it. When you think you set everything up for glory and then your cam link for the first time in months decides to be a punk. Well then. Ain't nobody need you. No way. I guess I could plug you in by USB. But let's see. Let's just see. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I really like the new sliders. You can plug your mics directly into the USB jack number 2 on this bad boy. And the other part, Brock, so in a Nutrix connector, let's just use this XLR cable, right? A 1/4-inch phono plug is about from here to here. So that means the USB hole would have to be all the way the heck down there, which you would have a real hard time getting cables in. And the other thing about USB, which is somewhat irritating, some people put obnoxious amounts of protection around the thing. Like I have USB cables that won't fit in my keyboard because they put too much stuff around there. I have totally sanded the plastic down because I wanted to use a particular cable. And yeah. Speaking of cable upgrades, let's see if I have this nearby. Did I keep it close? Holy cable upgrades, Batman. The problem when you are rebuilding your studio is nothing is where it's supposed to be. And that, my friends, is a tad bit irritating. Nope, don't have it handy. That sucks. That sucks. That's what people say. All right, anyway, let's plug this bad boy in. Luckily, I have an outlet set and ready to go. Luis, I'm going to just do it one solid. People that forget the cue, I will probably just ignore those questions because it's challenging enough to read all of this. Boy. All right, let's plug it in. Bum, bum, bum. Let's not have any kind of like power overloads. All right, there's that. Let's lengthen this cable so in case we need to move something. Uh-oh, here I go. Just move. Okay, let's plug it in. I'm going to just let y'all see because I don't know why, for me, one of the highlights of this type of stuff is when you plug it in, you get it turned on for the first time. And let's press the red button. It makes a noise. It has a little doot. It's loading. Shake, 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 shakes. Wow, love it. You know, one of the other things that goes unmentioned, but I think is dope about this here is, let me set you guys up with a better look-see. Because since my overhead is being dorky, I'm going to do it like this here. 3. Way to go, GoPro. Well, not really GoPro. This is, what do you call this thing? You guys know what it is. It's one of these. Oh, my overhead light's kind of silly. All right, I got an idea. If I was me, what would I do? I would take this rubbery thing off here and screw it into the quarter. Y'all want to see crazy right now? Let me show you what I'm finna do. I'm going to take this and screw it into the quarter 20 on the side of the cage of the ZV-1 and then point it at the Rødecaster Pro. That's the level of you got to be ready to do what you got to do. Ooh, better yet, I got a super clamp. Super clamp. When you got a super clamp, you can do more things. Na 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 na. Super clamp. So let me upside down this super clamp over here. Talk amongst yourselves. He almost done. You got to be ready to rig on the fly. You never know what can happen. It's life in the fast lane. Surely make you lose your mind. Boom. Tough acting to acting. Life in the fast lane. Surely make you lose your mind. Life in the fast lane. Yeah. Yes, sir. There we go. So now we're going to take this here cable here. We're going to plug it in to the computer. Computer technology. Electricity. Energize me. Electricity. Rode, I love you. Please use actual Velcro instead of these little paper things. Okay, so what we do, you reach down to the table, like you said, always have these bad boys on deck. Plug it in right here. And then let's plug the Rode into here. Cow digit element hoob. Man, okay, first things first, our Papa freaks all the mommies. This USB-C cable is THICC thick. It's the first thing that's going to go. It will get upgraded to a braided cable because I cannot stand unflexible cables. It's just irritating. Okay, plugged in. Boom. That's not a Rode thing. That's just me. I'm weird like that. All right. Cable situation is plugged in. Okay. Boom. Now, the next thing that you're supposed to do is scan the QR code and then go to the Rode site and read some instructions. I know that it connects via Rode Connect, so let me pop that open. Rødecaster Pro app, nope. Rode Central. That's what I meant. Did I say Rode Connect? I believe it's Rode Central. That's what it was. Never call me again. Loved it. Okay, I'm glad to know that a lot of you people still have it on there. Cause yeah, that's me. Man, you know what's funny is when you go to someone's house and their TV still has the yellow or their fridge. Some of you guys in your TV, your fridge right now has the yellow Energy Star triangle still up in there. I've seen it with my own eyes. It's pretty hilarious. Everybody's so nice to Tom. Ooh. Yo, Luis, if you find a tempered glass screen protector for the RCP2, holla at your boy. No, it's not. It's actually not even the Camlink's fault. I know exactly what it is, but I don't have time to fix it. Yes, I do have an Ethernet cable handy. JFK Productions. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to tell you this, but I'm going to say it again. What are drivers? Everybody in the chat is a Mac user, bar you. We don't have drivers. We haven't had drivers ever. That's not a thing for us. That's only for you PC people. Way to go, Tom. Way to go. Oh, yeah, let's compare serial numbers and see who's the youngest. I like that. Melvin, you know what it is. Can't help myself. Rode Central. Oh, did mine load behind here? Let's see. Oh, you know what it is. Zoom over here doing stuff. Where did my Rode Central app load itself to? Oh, you know, it might be a massive problem. And I didn't think about this until right now. So this is going to irritate my life. If this is the case, I'm going to be beyond upset. I'm going to be beyond upset because what happened is the other day, I jumped down to the studio I turned on the computer, and in my haste, there was a dialog box open that says system software update wants to run. And out of habit, I went throw in the password to let it run. What commenced to happen was that night, my computer automatically updated to Ventura, which I did not want it to do. So it's going to be super irking if Road Central doesn't work with Ventura. We don't have that problem. It's all built into software. We can do all of that stuff through the software, and we have a control panel inside Mac OS called audio MIDI settings, and it's all done. Now, here's the funny thing. The reason why the driver's part is still a mystery to me I have both, right? Bihexual. I got Mac and PC. The whole point of USB was to eliminate drivers. Like, if you know anything about anything, USB was invented to be the universal serial bus in order to get rid of plugging things in with a serial cable, loading drivers, and then having to deal with IRQs and all these other various interrupts. Okay? So, yeah, it's kind of funny, but you don't really need that. And why software companies still write that crap in, have no idea. It's absolutely silly because there's even no need for ASIO at this point. We've never needed it, but yeah, you don't need it. So anyway, I'm knowing good and well that Road Central probably doesn't work. We're going to ignore that because Mr. Buck is correct. We don't need it. I'm just hit the little blue jank right here, and it's going to say some things. It says you need to do an update. So let me grab an Ethernet cable, which I do have handy. 1 second. Here, let's do this.
Estoy loco por tocarte, pero no me atrevo a textearte. Tú solo bailas en mi mente, mi amor. No hay nadie más con que prefiera bailar, aguanta y baila. Como fuego iluminamos el cielo con nuestro amor. Aguanta y baila siempre. Baby, quiero nadar en tus palmas, no necesito sombra ni paraguas. Mi amor, me gusta cuando estamos ahí. Botella como será calentita y no tengo mucho que perder. Yo aguanta para mí, yo te enseño, baby, todo lo que te mereces, mami. No hay nadie más con que prefiera bailar, aguanta y bailar. Cuando agarro tu cuerpo nunca lo suelto. Encima de mi baby siempre te siento, siempre te siento.
Gangsta. Okay, Ethernet cable is plugged in. Let's do that. Y'all see that 10G network right there? That's when you're grown up. Let me put this over here. Man, who the heck been messing with my borders? That's obnoxious. That's like 4,100 obnoxious. Okay, let's throw this fool over here. And then boom, get updated. And then let's get updated through wired. Man, every device in the planet should have built-in Ethernet for updates. I hate doing updates over Wi-Fi because anything can happen. And that is just psycho. So I love the fact that this is just like that. Oh, that's my hair light causing that. Okay, cool. Let me make it easier for you guys. Throw a quick piece of leather under there. Yep, that'll do it. All right, it's updating. Let me check on you guys while it's doing this thing. Hey, we got triple digit temps too. 77 and the little dot. How about mounting? Oh, dude, man, thank you, India. The threads on the bottom, I forgot to show that. I don't want to do it while it's updating, but that thing is crazy. I already have a Vista mount like here, just ready to rock. Pretty incredible. Okay, so here's another question that's super funny. We still don't have those problems. All of that stuff can be handled in software, but there's nothing in audio that needs you to flex with the speeds inside Thunderbolt or bandwidth. Thunderbolt's 40 gigabits per second on the Mac. Our Thunderbolt implementation, invented by us in Intel, is fully flushed. So a lot of times on the PC side, they don't put the full Thunderbolt implementation. They have various gaps, which is why USB 4 came out. USB 4 came out in order to give us a more logical Thunderbolt 4 implementation on the PC side, but we don't have to do any of that stuff. And everything is handled in Audition or Logic or Stage Manager or Ableton or whatever. But yeah, we don't tweak out on that kind of stuff. And there's no reason for you to adjust Thunderbolt throughput, bandwidth, or increase because it's 40 gigabits per second. All right. Here we go. It looks ready to go. Let's hit the little blue guy. And then, should we do English, Espanol? I'm going to put mine in Japanese. Anybody got a problem with that? No, I won't do that to you guys. But just to be a smart aleck, I think I will put mine in Japanese at some point. It is 2022. I was just curious. It'd have been really cool if you could move through the digits with the slider, but you just turn it with this, press down. Today is June 18th. Oh, dude, the DJ in me loves this. This is super gangster. Here's the thing that's crazy, Rode. Let me help you with some software update idea. It's plugged into the Ethernet, fam. Set the date and time for me. It's a simple call to the Naval Time Station so that I can get accurate, because I am one of those people that's a little bit anal retentive when it comes to all my clocks being exactly correct. Dang, missed it. -10. Hallway. Bam. Humble brag. All right, I won't fix it. Actually, I missed it by a minute, but that's going to irritate me. So let me just leave it at 12-hour clock. And then show the date and time on the home screen. We'll leave that lit. As soon as the clock switches, which is in 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gangster. Now my clock is right. I'm weird like that. I like my clocks to be perfect. You know, it's a Virgo type thing. Get started. All right, it's asking me about analytics. I'll be nice to Rode. And you could probably adjust this stuff later. All right, so you got options here, right? Let me do you guys a solid. Hold on 1 second here. Let me do you guys a solid. All right, so you got options. You can use the default. You can rock through the setup wizard, or you can import a show. They set it up as blue. Let's set it up as blue. So we just press that. It tells you that the setup widget will provide you step-by-step instructions. Configure your choice. The setup widget can be accessed again through help menu, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Warning. Who reads those? All right, getting started. Set all your faders to unity. Okay, this is cool. I like that they start out here because this is what I'm forever trying to explain to folks in the Ecamm community. When you set your levels, set your faders to freaking unity. What is that? Read the instructions. Okay. Now, at some point in time, I mentioned I'm slightly obsessive. Told you. All right, now they're all at unity. Right now it's telling me ensure the headphones are all the way down. Gangster. It says connect your headphones to the thing. Good question, Doc. Now we need headphones. If I were going to be my other headphones, where would I put me? Don't do setup videos while you're repainting the office because nothing is where it should be. All right, let me go ahead and pop this in. Oh, man, this doesn't have the headphone thing on it. Gangster. Shiza. I have thousands of them, but question is where? All right, if I was me, what would I do? I know what I would do if I was me. I'd go in the back and get a brand new headphones. Got him. Okay, problem solved. And if this one doesn't work, I do have brand new headphones in the box because you always got to have an extra on deck. Ta-da! All right, plug this headphone in, headphone one. Gangster. Put my little leather back in there. Okay, press that. Put it to about where I normally put it, okay. And then we got combo jacks, combi jack inputs. You know what? The setup wizard is dope. I would normally not even do this. I would do it by hand. But this is helping some of y'all who won't know how to do all of this stuff. Plug this in. Okay, there is that. Then I'm gonna go input 1. And it's gonna be microphone. Okay, it's good. Wait, back. Microphone selection is pod mic. Yep. Grab the old pod mic chair. One, two, three, four. Now this is part I believe you're supposed to just talk by yourself and it will do some adjusting, but I can see already where I'm at, like it's doing pretty good, right? Here, let me move it over here so you guys can see. So I'm speaking at my normal level. I am taxing right in here. It's just about hitting that thing. So with nothing on the pod mic and just speaking at it, I'm getting in a good level. As a matter of fact, I think I'm kind of hot because if I Luis and go boom, like Luis, there. So yeah, it looks like my pod mic gain is on point. Go ahead and hit that. And then it says Podcast Studio normal. I'm going to leave it for Podcast Studio because that is me. And then if I need this, I'll do my other mics later. Let's dip out of this. We're squared away there. Back out. All right, and you can name the show. I'm gonna leave this here for now. But yeah, you can pick a particular icon that you want to use. I'll leave it for pod mic for now. And then now we're ready to go. So I can see where my levels are at. If I want to adjust it, I can just come in here. I got my pod mic set up. And now let's play with some things. Okay, so we're in a podcasting environment. Let's crank on the depth. This is depth on. I just can look at you guys and see how it is. I guess what I should do is throw my headphones in. Hello. Whoop. Aye, aye. This is the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. All right, cool. It sounds, this, oh, wrong mic. Wow. Wow. Scoobily, wow, wow. This sounds amazing. Holy crap. I've seen Tom. I heard what these people say, but gloriousness. I didn't expect it to be that good. Is that a problem? Like, am I crazy because maybe I should have expected it to be that good? This sounds amazing. Freaking amazing. Wow. Okay. Let me take off the depth. Turn that off. Hey. Why my fingers not work? Oh, there it is. Now this is sparkle. Sparkle! Turn up the sparkle. I like it. It has a little bit of thing to it. Now let's hit the punch. Now this is punchy. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I got this Rødecaster pressed, whatever, too. I can't deny. I wish I was Tom Buck, and so do you. And then we can get this. Let's play with some of the effects. You can add a little echo, echo, echo. Turn them up to bass, bass, bass till the tongue out so clear. Reggae sound system, lot of mercy. 1, 2, 2, 2. Yo, yo, yo. Chick, chick, chick. Chick, chick. There we go. Lot of mercy. Listen to the sound for your rude boy. Come bless we. Y'all don't feel we. Oh, I just thought of something. Y'all can't hear none of this. He's silly. He got to go like this. And he has to go. Rødecaster. Now you guys can hear it. Now you guys can hear it. Me come straight with it. Blood. Yada reggae boy. Me love the sound of the reggae music. Then you turn it back down. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down, 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 down. Very interesting, Rode. Very interesting. Turn that off. I really like it. I like it. Again, of these ones. I kind of like this one the best, but this the last one over here sounds fanglorious as well. And then there's Sparkle. This one probably has the best little bit of flavor to it. All right, so in your effects, we also have, you can put the reverb. Then you get a little reverb action in case you want to sound like you're in a big room. I don't like reverb, and I need that. We're not singing, we're talking. Turn that back over here. But yes, I am super impressed at the glorious sound that comes out of this bad boy. I can go in here to advance. I can play with some things. Just throw in some pass filters. Boom, boom. All right, so we got the pass filter set up. My arms are long, but man, it's a lot of reaching. All right, here we go. We got the de-esser. I don't really use a lot of S in my guess. We have the noise gate. We would disable that mess because you don't need that. That's whack. And then we got our Oh, the compressor is moist. Oh, goodness. Would you listen to the sound of your mom's voice when we come true like that? We super compress. And this is where, sorry with the noise handle. When people who don't compress, this is what you sound like uncompressed. And this is what you sound like when you're compressed. People automatically, you get better sound once you get your compressor put on. You know what I'm saying? It is crazy. Boom. You know what I mean? Yo. Jerry said updates over Bluetooth is even worse. Man, this is quite incredible. Quite incredible. 1, 2, 2, 2. Let's see how this thing sounds when I am using my radio voice. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Doc Rock, and today we are using our radio voice, and never do that again. Yeah, we don't really have this problem again with Logic and M1s, and yeah, it's perfectly fine. Use it all the time. We don't have these problems. Ooh. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. This is very, very interesting. I am tripping out over how good it sounds. It is kind of crazy. And Brother Phil is making fun of my OCD. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Tom, I might have to go and check those out. I have so many headphones. Dude, I have headphones brand new in the drawer in the box. So it is, you know what I'm saying? Love it. There is an emoji for that headphone. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you. You know what it is. Doc Mary Poppins, an endless bag of goodies. This is true, India. I do. And it's funny because I'm with you, Phil. I have them all over the place. And the craziest thing is when I go to find one, I always forget when the last time I needed it because I normally don't use it. No, every once in a while, Keely, I'll have to tag myself in the third person. I don't like it though, but I do. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I love it, man. This sounds quite amazing. I'm curious, you guys. Okay, let's do a little test. So this is let me just check the rest of the processing to make sure we got things where I want. So I'm not going to mess with the EQ just yet, but I will dial it in better for me. And then there is the oral exciter, which seems to be working exactly as directed. We got the other, wait, there's 2 different exciters in here. Cool. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. And then we got a little left-right pan action. So let's pan to the left. Pan to the left. And pan to the right. Pan to the right. And then stop playing, Peter. There's no need for you to pan. So just turn that. Hey, I just pulled a Tom Buck. Get it? That was called deadpan humor. I just pulled 2 Tom Bucks in a row. This is awesome. All right. So let me doom. Let's do something real quick. All right, guys. This is our original setup on the Rødecaster OG using the Shure SM7B. This is the new setup using the Rødecaster Pro Deuce. Rode just dropped a deuce. I just pulled another Tom Buck. This is contagious. And this is the Rødecaster Pro Deuce. All right. Anyway, sounds pretty flexy on the pod mic. I enjoy it. It's kind of dope. Let's change up microphones for a second. Let's go to the Shure. I am selecting the SM7B for this MV7 because the capsules are close enough. Oi, that's heavy. Man, the capsules are close enough that the sound will be quite similar. Let me mute that. Okay. Let's investigate. Ooh, wow, that's hot. Hot. Let me get over here. You be quiet, Rødecaster Pro OG. And then, see, man, instantly, the one thing, I love this MV7. It is a flavorful piece, but handling noise. When you grow up with no handling noise on the mic, and then you get a mic that has handling noise, you kind of want to punch yourself in the face because I'm telling you, I cannot stand handling noises. And what's worse is when you have handling noises and the person that is using the mic doesn't understand that and they keep handling it when it's like obnoxious. It's like, fam, don't you hear in your headphones every time you... So stop touching the freaking mic, you... Insert favorite word here. Tom, where's the button that keeps me out of trouble? There it is. Found it. Okay, found it. There, much better, because now I can be like, what the and then you don't even understand. And I don't even have to do the fake what the cough. I don't have to do it. I can just actually say off, and then it works. Much better when you actually say off instead of cough. You know what I mean? All right, cool. Thank you. All right, so let's dial this bad boy in. First of all, it might be a tad bit on the hot side, but it's also a little hollow. So let me come over here and go into my presets and let's go broadcast. Does that change anything? Podcast studio, neutral, podcast studio. I like that. Podcast studio, broadcast. Thank you, Tom Buck. With the Lewitt Phantom Power on, I didn't know it. Don't know what phase correction is. Phase correction is when, okay, India, you used to do car audio, so you know exactly what it is. If you ever accidentally plug your left and right speakers in the wrong direction, that's phasing, right? Or if you do something crazy like flip the polarity on your positive, negative on the back of a speaker, that funny noise you hear, that's phasing. All right, so I kind of like this over here. Yeah, that sounds a little bit more scoobly wah wah. All right, cool. So we're going to go ahead and leave that. You can add a new one if you wish. Let's go back and let's go with depth. Now, how does it sound? Oh, it sounds better with depth. Let's go with sparkle. Sparkle is a little bit too S-y. And then punch. I mean, like that. We'll come over here to depth. We'll go to our next phase and we go to advance.
And then I want to hit on the compressor. There's my compressor. Oh, noise gate, sorry. Wait, don't hit that. Ding dong. For this one, I'll turn the noise gate off because it's pumping, and I hate pump and dump. And let's go back to mic 1. And then we want this. And the de-esser sounds okay on here. Let's go back. And there's my compressor action. And, oh, you can just stay here. Thank you. Thank you, found that. The compressor is doing okay here, but this guy doesn't have as good a pop filter either. So the Peter Pipers are picking peppers while Run is rapping rhymes. So MV7 users, take this off, replace it so your mouth can stay further away, and now your Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Tom Buck is a beautiful blue bass. Tom Buck's beautiful blue bass was better than Ben, but Ben doesn't play bass because Ben's a dog. All right, there we go. Yeah, that sounds a little better. Yeah, even the MV7 is pretty good. It's a little hot. Like me personally, I would probably peel that back just a taste. But yeah, even with this MV7, my mic sounds nice. Check 1. All right, let's go for the next test. Are you ready for the next comedian? Let me talk, man. This mic handling is nasty. I can't stand it. Yeah, sorry about that. Mute. Man, mic handling noises. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how you guys do it. You guys are like, oh, it's such a great mic. It's just great. And, you know, it might sound good, but if my mic has handling noises, I'm over it. I can't do it. I just hate it. And I don't even touch my mic very often. That sounds really weird to say that out loud. But, yeah, just not a fan. All right. This is going to sound crazy. This microphone here will take some dialing in, so it probably won't be as simple as playing with this. The good part is I won't have to reach because this doesn't require the proximity. All right, so here we are. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Let's go to Mike. One, two. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hee hee hee. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This might. Oh, there we go. Here we go. All right, I'm going to switch over. This is a tad bit quiet, but for those of you guys who, well, I got to do a little off axis with this bad boy. So I'm currently using the Octavia, but I'm going to have to go off axis a little bit because it does pick up plosives. I do have a windscreen for this. It's just back there in the box. So we'll speak off axis as much as possible. But I know the first thing I can do is give myself a little bit more gain. And this is where it used to be a problem. If you gained it up enough, you would have noise. But as you can hear, actually this sounds good. So let's try something. Let me come back over here to this. That's not what me press. Okay, so for those of you people looking at you on a hill, for those of you people who will insist on not having a mic in the shot. Now, granted, this room is still very lively because I moved my furniture. But
But my mic is over here. You can't really see it, right? And now it's completely can't be seen. And look, hands can be extra Dominican, and the mic sounds glorious, right? And I haven't even tweaked any of the settings yet. I just have my gain set sort of where I want, but you can see now. Again, Tom and I have been trying to tell you, like M55 or a Sennheiser 416 or like a legit shotgun mic done properly can be done. This is not a shotgun. This is a super cardioid, aka pencil mic, right? When you look up the Octavia MK12 or MK012, you'll notice that it comes in matched sets. Why does it come in matched sets? Drummers. If you're a drummer, you can get like stereo sound out of your snares with something like this. What oftentimes they'll do is you'll get a matched set of 4. You'll put snares, toms, hi-hats, sims, and they're all relatively even. This is what the MK12 does. AT also makes a pretty dope super cardioid mic, which you can get. The cool thing about this guy, the Octavia, is relatively inexpensive. Now, Keely will scream right now. Sorry, Keely. So, super cardioid, small diaphragm. The Rode has an M5, which is in this category. There is, let me tell you, there's a couple other ones in the game that are really popular at this. But super cardioid mics are the way to go if you want to get it out of the shot and still have it sound good. To me, it's still a little hollow, but I'm finicky, right? Not everybody is weird and finicky such as I, so it might not pose an issue to many of you folks. But to me, this sounds glorious. Audix, that's the other one I was looking for. Audix has another quite impressive one. AT has a good one. Yeah, there's a couple of them out there in the game that make this sound good, but the Rode and Sennheiser Octavia, they are really just super amazing, super cardioids. Anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Thank you, Mr. R2. Good to see you here. Man, I'm way back if the Canadians are showing up. Was a question. Boom, boom, boom. It's amazing how much better this has gotten. Right, and I agree with Tom. The pod mic now becomes a better mic with this new setup. It just does. Let me just scan it real quick. This thing is absolutely dope. And they've added a bunch of stuff to help out the musical side of people, right? So, yeah. The new setup is quieter, but it does increase the levels of puns you create. So, I still say this microphone that I'm using right now does require a little bit more of the room to be deadened, so you can hear the freezer that's in the back room back there, but it's not that bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you blue pun syndrome. There you go. Luckily, Tom soldered it correctly last week when he fixed this mic. And thank you, Paul, for that. Let's see. I really, really, really love this thing. How am I creating my top-down view? Well, it's not what I normally do. What I normally do is select my cam link, but it's frozen. So
without messing with that. I think that's a Ventura bug because I didn't mean to upgrade it to Ventura, but I did. So I'm using right now is my Insta360, and it's connected with a super clamp and a little flexi thingy. What do you call it? Joby. You know, Gorilla Pod action. Right, I agree with you. The MV7, it sounds good. I wouldn't want to use it as my daily because I don't like the handling sounds. If you put it somewhere where you don't touch it, it's perfectly fine. Oh, you're yeah. The MV7 sounds hollow because you guys are used to hearing the SM7B. No, no, Renee. I love you, but I disagree. I leave because I come from radio. Like I will always prefer mic in the shot. Wait, there we go. There we go. Sorry, I was doing that backwards. There we go. Let's get that a little bit more gain. Give it a little bit more gain. I like it. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It does have a little something to it, but boom. Yeah, I figured that out just now because I am listening to this. I'm listening to the Rødecaster Pro 2 and not the Rødecaster Pro 1. So let me put it back here. So yeah, this thing works, but it's not as quiet. I guess I could cheat and mess with some of the roll-offs and things like that in order to get a little bit better, but it's not as glorious as I would want it to sound. You know what I mean? It will take me coming in here and dialing some of this stuff in to sort of make out one. If I noise gate it, then it sounds better. But you get that pumping. You know, you get that pumping when you're talking and then it stops. See, I'm not a fan of that. I just can't do it. Like, I'll fix my room before I use a noise gate. And you guys with kids, tell them kids to shut the hell up. That's how you do it. So I can compress this a little harder. That would help. Change my ratio to like 4. And then that ought to give it a little bit more. Actually, 3 point something should be good. So yeah, this sounds better with a lot more compression. You do have to heavily compress this particular mic. And then for my equalizer, we'll leave that there. And then you come in here to your medium. It's kind of cool. The low, drop it low, low, drop it low, low. All right, not bad, not bad. The oil exciter. This needs a lot more of that bottom. It needs a lot more bottom. There we go. We can flex it up with a lot more bottom right there. That covers that. And then I don't need to pan it too hard. And let's see. There we go. I can get rid of that noise right there. There you go. Now it's dialed in a little better. I mean, it still needs some tweaking. It's going to take some time to get in here and play with it to make it exactly right. But it will give you the opportunity to have a sort of mic out of the shot type thing if that's what you're into. Oh, I know what I just did. I switched them backwards. Ha, you ding dong. You ding dong. Listening to Janice, switching things. All right, so that sounds people. There you go. Dun, dun, dun. Jody, what's up, fam? Been a minute. Mr. HD, good to see you here. There's always a delay. Don't worry. So anyway, Keely, I had to select the wrong mixer because listening to the wrong thing. Yes. Thank you, Dina, for that recap, right? Open the box, scan the QR code, read the manual, and do the physical setup. It is much easier. Much easier. I appreciate it. I don't really like this but I can see, I mean, not from my voice, right? Your voice is different. You got to do you. It, to me, is missing that proximity, that fullness. If I am going to use something like this, I would actually put a real grown folks compressor between it and then plug it to the Rødecaster Pro, right? So for you people that want it out of the shot, knock yourself out, but get something that will help you. And the problem with that, the same people that want to do that aren't willing to spend, say, $800-900 on a used Avalon or some other good compressor, or even the DBX 286S would solve some of this. But yeah, I need to do a little bit more boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And Tom said, yeah, the noise gate is actually usable nowadays. Yeah, I'll bring her over here. I told you, Sophia hangs out with me for a couple of days. She's in a whole different ballpark. Don't worry, I'm good. You guys, it's your first one. You're still in love with them. You haven't learned. I grew up with the mama that just did it, and we're silent. All 5 of us, dead silent, just with a flick of the eye. Why the kids nowadays don't do that? Somebody explain to me why. I don't understand it because I don't have none, but I just want to know why. Most of us in the chat right now, mama look at you like, and you were like, now, mommy like, can you be quiet? No! But come on, we're in the store, can you be quiet? No! None of that shit would fly where I come from, fam. It just wouldn't happen. I don't understand you folks. Hey, there you go. My man says he got that MK12. Yep, very good. Yes, you have to adjust the gain on that really good. Luckily, I was able to keep it with the gain down relatively low because I'm only in the edge of the green, which caused me to pot up a little bit, but it's not that bad. No, I wasn't doing it on purpose, Paul. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think, yeah. You know what? One thing, Dragon, it definitely picks up plosives without this thing, and this is the answer. This is the answer. Put your 416. I'm saying, but everybody that wants that shot, Renee, does not want to buy a 416. If everybody would just shut up and buy a 416, I wouldn't have anything to say. But people out here trying to do it with some $5 thing that they picked up. There you go. That's the one I was looking for. But yeah, the room noise is just a thing. So yeah, you gotta get it. You got to get it. 416 will work, but the cheaper version of the 416 is you can get the 5. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. 55. That's what it is. It's the Sennheiser 55. Also really good. Not much cheaper than the 416, but it's pretty good. Anything of that nature will just give you so much better sound. You know what I mean? So it will make your life better. All right. So I can see now we're going to have to do a little bit of dialing in. There's going to be some more playing around. Definitely got to play with the USB-C more. We'll dive deep into this and give you guys a lot more information on this at a date late. Oh, what happens? I'm curious. How dope is the latency when you put them both together? Is this really far out of phase, or do they see? Ooh, I can tell by the meters. Even with both mics on, they're staying together pretty good, which is quite impressive. It's actually a hard thing to do. See, Gretchen knows what's up. No, absolutely freaking not. Here's why. Yes, it will work, but it's lacking a ton of stuff that you would use in a standard like mix like that, right? So for instance, right over there in the room, I have an Allen and Heath Z12 FX. Much better for that. Any of your real deal mixers. This is a mixer, but this is designed for podcasting, live streaming, small band, single musician type thing, maybe, 4 music people or whatever. It's not designed for like, so you want Neves SSL studio grown folks grown folks mixer. That's what you want to be. Like, it's not designed to be everything. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to get out of my head. MKH50. Thank you, Tom. That's what I was trying to say. And then the older version was the MKH55 or 5, one of those two. Yeah. Just checking. See, thank you, Renee. Can you help these people? Right? Now, you've been doing it for 4 years. My 416 is close to 20 years old. I think it's about 15-ish, somewhere between 15 and 20 years old. It's been around for a minute. So amortized for what I use it for. And again, for video, when I'm walking around doing sound, I actually bought it when I was doing sound for a picture. And if I look up the picture, then I know exactly when I bought it. I bought it for doing sound for, there was a documentary about John David Chapman. That's the guy Mark David Chapman, sorry. That's the guy that killed Lennon. And holy crap, this movie came out in 2005. Okay, so I bought it in 2005. He basically killed John Lennon, but he lived in Hawaii for a while. So I actually did sound on this movie, and I bought it specifically for that. And this movie came out in 2005. So I had that mic since 2005. It's not that expensive. You know what I mean? It's not that expensive at all. So yes, this is one of the reasons why you should go ahead and just get it. Like, it might take you a couple of months, whatever, but if you insist on having it out of shot and you want to sound good, you got to get an MKH 416. It's better to buy nothing and save up until you get that than to keep buying crap and standing your ground and just sounding funny. It's much better to just leave it alone and just stay out of it. And yeah, the MKH50 is 30 years old. MKH50 is good. I think it's probably better for most of our people, Tom, because we do tend to have less treated rooms. So in my opinion, I'm gonna give you a modern day price check, because I think, like Tom would have bought this eons ago. And it's 1,200 bones for the MKH50, but yeah, it's better. And the reason why, Tom, I think it sounds better in this particular case is because it's shorter. The interference tube is like this big, whereas on the 416, the interference tube is that long. So everybody in the room, you kind of want shorter interference tube, and then your life is better. But yeah, dang, this is dope. So I'm gonna play around. Actually, what I'm gonna do is finish painting the freaking office. Let me put this in my. I sound weird to myself, so it's throwing me off. All right, there we go. Now I sound like me to me. This is much better. All right. So yes, I'm going to play with this a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do is rustle up all of the moderators, and we're going to do a full like panel type situation. And then as I learn stuff and nerd out with Tom, we'll get a chance to play more. I haven't double checked my man's schedule yet, but I think we are going to do a stream, Tom and I, but we talk about it now once we have some time to put more play into it. But so far so good. Like, yeah, I definitely want to get into what I could do with the pads more, things of that nature. But yeah, this thing is quite incredible. It's quite incredible. It is very good that I don't think I said any foul words while I was pressing this button and having the wrong input selected. And I'm really curious if it's starting to drift a little bit with the two different plugged in. Let me mute that because that might be obnoxious. That might be obnoxious as all get. So, ooh, a modular lineup. That's cool. That's super cool. Cause yeah, that's the thing about the Octavia is I can change the capsule on this bad boy. So if I didn't need it to sound a certain way, I could just swap this capsule to a different capsule and totally change the flavor on it. I have a bunch of other mics to put through his paces, but I'm super curious. Before I go, I want to do one last thing, just because I can't help myself. Hold on. Hold on, we. We're going to plug in the real deal Holyfield real quick. Because I'm curious to what it sounds like with that. Let's take these headphones out. Okay. Okay, this is very hot because it's set wrong. But yeah, so here's cool. When you buy mic cables that are really good, it should be that hard to get out. Let me pot this down, switch over here. Ooh. Now let's see. Processing off. This is with nothing on, and it sounds glorious, actually. Let me go to events. Okay, this should be flat. I went in and turned all of that advanced stuff off. And this is the SM7B. For those who asked about cloud lifters or whatever, this is the SM7B with zero processing on. It's just off, right? If I hit this, then now I can add that little something, go to advanced. I know automatically that I don't like noise gate. Actually, let me try this and just dial it down. It might be better if I just dial it down. Oh yeah, that does a better job. Hello? One. Oh yeah, you can hear it. But again, that's because my room is untreated right now. But yeah, the pumping is pumping. All right, we're gonna crank them a little bottom action over here. And yet this sounds so much better. Like again, with just a couple of tweaks in the processing, you can do good. But honestly, the SM7B is flavorful with zero processing on. I love the fact that you can just, clear all those settings. If you screw something up, it's much easier to get back to basic if you screw something up. So that too is also very nice about this, right? I'll go to probably this one is the one that I would probably use the most. And then, yeah, this sounds freaking glorious. So without doing anything, without messing with a lot, and like I literally just turned off all the extra stuff other than the easy processing, even the SM7B sounds better on the Rødecaster Pro 2. And no cloud lifter, of course. And yeah, so I would have been completely remiss if I didn't do this. That would have messed up the whole video because I almost forgot. But yeah, this is completely crazy. Sent a text message using the voice changer. Shut up. That is cool. There you go. I need to watch a bunch of Buck videos too now that I have a chance to set it up. I didn't even play with the robotic noise and all that other weird stuff yet. So I have to do this for Tom. Okay.
Okay, this is me playing with this because Tom told me to.
Or you might want to do this. Listen to me. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Anyway, electricity, Trans Europe Express, Trans Europe Express.
We'll see how many of you guys recognize that bad boy. Let's do this.
Here we go. Yo, 1, 2. Mantronics. Mantronics.
And this is a megaphone. No, now it sounds like Timberland. Anybody listen to Timberland and Missy tracks? This is what Timberland sound like.
And there's this one. Listen closely. I'm going to need you to put the microfiche inside of an envelope and leave it inside locker number 88 at LaGuardia. If the money is not in the locker by 2 o'clock, come by yourself with no police. We have people watching. Put the money in the locker and walk away slowly. Someone will be watching. If you come with the police, game over.
Yo, I'm going to freak out my niece. I'm going to call up Emma and scare her. Yeah, I don't need those things, Mr. Worthy, because my room is quiet. Again, I don't have kids, and if I did, they would know how to shut up. So I wouldn't have this problem. But yeah, no, I don't use that. I'm just going to use it like this. But it would work. It would totally work, Mr. Worthy. It'd actually be kind of glorious. This is cool. There's something burning in the background. It is my soul.
It is my soul.
She said zap music. That's funny. Do. Thank you, Steve. They don't know about that.
Trans Europe Express.
Paul, we know you're old, and we know you was up in the club when that came out.
Want to play a game?
Oh, this is too much fun. Tom, why didn't you tell me? This is stupid. This is way too much fun. Anyway, I got to stop messing around. I got to go before I get in trouble. Oh, my God. I'll see you guys in class. We'll definitely play around some more as we get through this and figure out all of the things. Thank you. I just wanted to show everybody because somebody asked in the eCam, like, I got mine. I'm in the box and I'm scared to set it up. I'm like, why? There's nothing to be scared of. Just plug it in and start using it. It's simple. Simple Simon said to the pieman while we're going to the fair. Anyway, I'm going to slather on another coat of paint real quick and then be ready for class. I will see you guys on the flip side. This is glorious. I don't have my music in here, which is kind of weird, but hey. We'll figure this out. Turn back on the regular Caster Road Pro. Okay, that's there. And then press the button. Hope all is well. Hope everybody has a dope weekend. And I will see you guys soon. Trans
Europe Express.
All right, Jerry. See you soon. Adios. Tom Buck. That's my G right there. That is my G.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down.